So look who I found! She's using my line on me! Bonjour mes amis, ça va? How are you guys doing? I hope you guys are doing well. Hey, oh, it's been a minute. No, it hasn't. I was with you guys last week, right? We were out and about and Quere and all that jazz. Well, today I'm going to be having something quite fun and unique. We're going to be meeting up with a fellow YouTuber who is going to be, just sharing a few of our, perspectives of living abroad in the expat life. So I asked you guys for a few questions on what you guys want to know from another person's perspective, because obviously you're always hearing from me, and I want to share what other people who live abroad are feeling and feel, and in general how they find the life abroad all about. So her name on YouTube is Quere. So we'll be meeting up with her for some fun, cute girl things that we always do. We're going to some cute little restaurant, and also at the same time answering some of your questions. So if you're interested in that and you want to learn more about the expat life, definitely do subscribe to my channel, and also subscribe to her channel. I will leave the link up here and also in the description box so you guys can know exactly where to find her channel. Go subscribe and tell her that I sent you guys, and we're gonna have a great time all together. So anyway, let's get going, guys. Over. So I just got to the place. It's quite cute. I'll show you guys around. It's actually an Asian kind of aesthetic going on, and also has really cute desserts. That's why we're here. So I'm just waiting for her. She's not here yet. I thought she was gonna be here already, but I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'll show you guys around while we wait and meet her. There's a little cheese with a little mouse on it. It's little Thomas. And they have some lunar cakes. These are Asian Chinese cakes, New Year's cakes. They have a lot of unique desserts. So look who I found. She's using my line on me. She's using my line on me. I found her. Say your surname though. Quere. I was always like, it's Quere. Hi everyone. So we just got our drinks now. We're gonna show you all the yummy, food that you can get here. I'll show you. Don't worry, I've got you guys. I got you. And we're gonna answer some of your questions about living abroad. So she lives in Rennes, which is in the it's in the east of France, right? Yeah, it's in the east of France, and she's gonna tell us a little bit about her life here.
1 hour 20 minutes from Paris. It's not that far. Just here, nearby.
See, it's not that bad. And we're gonna ask you anything you want to know. We're gonna get you the deets of living abroad and life as an expat. She's married to a French man. So we got a lot of questions for her. Don't worry, guys. I got you. Anyway, we're gonna have lunch. Not lunch. Well, it's tea. It's like, I don't know. It's dessert bar tea situation.
Tea.
Yeah, and then
Bubble tea.
Oh, look at it. It's so cool. Bubble tea, boba. I love myself some boba. As I told you, it's an Asian kind of restaurant, so there's an Asian aesthetic and what have you. But yeah, let's get going and enjoy some boba in Paris.
They're so cute, guys. I don't even want to eat them. They're so cute. He's sleeping.
So these are chocolate mousse desserts. They have other weird and funky desserts, but this is so cute.
Always wanted to spank one of these. It's not spankable. It's not jelly, unfortunately.
Let's try it. So guys, we're back and we're just having a drink while we just, you know, trying to get. She's having coffee. I'm an alcoholic and I'm gonna have a cup. It's so cold, right? So we're gonna answer some of you guys' questions that you had. We're at a cafe right by, I don't know what arrondissement it is. I think it's the 9th arrondissement, but it doesn't matter. Like we just went to a cafe.
Is more simple.
Galeria Freight, exactly. So if you like shopping, it's one of the cafes around here. Anyway, so we're gonna answer some of the questions that you guys had for us. Firstly, you can go first and give us the questions as they were asking, you know, on your side.
The first question that somebody asked on my Instagram, she was asking me, how can you make friends here in France with the French girls? So I'm gonna talk about my experience, how it is. Personally, I feel that it's not so easy to make friends with the French girls.
They're not so nice.
They are just so close.
Yeah.
They're just so close, like they're not just open to like to new people and all of that. So
and also new cultures. They kind of like to keep within the French culture, but it's merci. Our drinks just came through. Thank you, merci. So they do kind of like to keep to themselves, which
they like to keep
in their groups. They like to keep within their groups and stuff like that, which is super
even
annoying.
If you find one, it takes time like to be like bestie.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's not so easy. Because I've met one. We met on this website. It's called Bumble. You know it's Bumble. I met
as well.
I met a French girl there. Like quite a few of them. Like they just wanted to talk, just keep on talking without meeting, and I was like, you know what?
What's the point?
Yeah. What's the point?
Maybe they were using it to learn English.
Maybe.
They sometimes do that.
Sometimes
be aware of that. Sometimes they use it to learn a language.
Always, you know, like conversations every day. When are we going to meet up? And most of the people that I know, they're just expats here, like Quere here. So I don't really know.
Like I don't have people from other countries.
Yeah, from other
countries. Because that's the best way to make friends, like expats. Because we all understand each other. We're all in the same boat. That the French people don't like us. No, the French people are generally nice. I think it's mostly Parisians. Stay away from the Parisians. But in the southern parts of France, they're nicer. And then
they might. Rennes is also the same thing. Like I don't have French friends there.
But like we said, utilize like applications. That's the best way to make friends, because then you have an engagement, a platform to engage with them on the first point. So you go from there, and I've come to realize that's how I've made most of my friends, actually utilizing like Bumble Friends and like other applications where you can meet other new people. Because just going up to people in France is not gonna happen. You're not gonna get anywhere. Forget it. It's not gonna happen. Okay. Anyway, next question.
That's just it. The second question somebody asked me on WhatsApp was like, is it easy to get a student visa here? So I think Quere will answer that one because she studied here.
Well,
she will answer it better.
I can try.
Yeah.
I mean, we were actually discussing this like a few minutes ago about how France is a bit of elitist in terms of like schooling, where you went to school. So it is very difficult to find a job. The first thing you need to do is find a job. You can't just get a visa without a job. You need to find a job first, and then you can apply for the visa. So if you haven't studied here, it is a bit difficult. I won't lie.
So difficult. I haven't studied here. It's so difficult. Our certificates from abroad, they're not recognized here, so it becomes more difficult to find a job here.
So the first thing I would always suggest, I always will suggest this, and I think it's the best option, is to first study in France and then go from there, because that opens up so many more opportunities and options, specifically during your masters. Once you're at your master's level, you have things such visas such as your APS visa, which allows you to study and work, or not even study, look for a job while you're in France, and at the same time you're able to work. So that opens up that option, as well as talent visas, which are a lot easier to apply for. So I will always say, if you want to move,
explain more with the talent visa, like what are they looking for?
For a talent visa to apply to meet the prerequisite for a talent visa, you need to have a level of masters 2 in France, and then also be earning a specific level of income. So it's the minimum salary times 2. You need to be earning that for you to be SMIC,
be eligible for a talent visa.
So SMIC times 2.
What about the French level? Do you have to know a bit of French for the talent visa?
The thing is, though, with the talent visa, you need to have a job first before you can apply. So getting a job
in your country or in
France.
In France.
Yeah. So to get the talent visa, you need a job, and to get the job, you probably need to speak French to get in for the interviews and what have you. So you do need to speak French, but you don't need it for the actual visa itself. The only two things you need for the visa is, like I said, the master's due, as well as it's master's due in France. By the way, master's due in France. You can't do it anywhere else. It can't be in another country. It has to be master's due in France. Yeah, as well as the salary that's 2 times SMIC minimum before you can apply. That's how it is. Those are the requirements. But with that, you actually can have, if you have a family, you can bring your family with on that visa. It's so much easier. They can work here.
It's very easy because with the other visas, you can't bring your family. They should apply for their own separate visas, so it makes it more difficult. Wow.
So there's many opportunities with, like I said, it opens up so many more opportunities. If you study here and you do your masters here, like life is a lot more. From my side, they wanted to know, so how did you end up in France?
How did I end up in France? How did I end up in France?
How did you end up in France? They want to know from your opinion because they know how I got you. They know how I got you. They want to know about you.
Well, I got married here. That's how I just ended up in France.
So she made a husband, a French meal. Where did you meet him though? Where did you guys meet?
I met him in SA in South Africa.
We are Cupid. We are Cupid. SA is Cupid, guys. We made this relationship happen.
Here. Love brought me here in France.
Wow, this is
the city of love.
Yes, it is. And it's true. Like you guys could meet yourself a French man as well and come and move to France. And what was the other question? I think they were asking. So they also wanted to know what is it that you're doing in terms of work? Are you working? Are you studying? What is it that you're doing on the side right now?
On my side, yes, I'm working. Yeah, I'm working.
She's working. She just started, I think. But
December.
Yeah. But she started finally working. And you've been living here since 2019. Yeah. But
it's been too long.
But she finally did. It did happen in the end. Finally, she did get the job, and she is now working in France. So that's a good thing. And another question that I was asked is, how was your experience in France been in terms of the people, in terms of the culture shock? Were there any things that were...
Oh my god, with the culture shock, when I first got here, I was not coping at all. It was so difficult. I was not coping with the weather, especially winter.
I understand. I get you, girl. I get you.
With winter, like as you can see right now, it's 5 p.m. and it is so dark. It's so dark.
We're having to use lights.
Yeah, I'm used to so much sun. We have so much sun in Botswana.
Yeah,
in South Africa, yeah.
Even when it's winter, at least we still have sun.
Yeah.
In France,
a lot of it.
It's just
so cloudy.
It's cloudy.
It's so cloudy. It's
gloomy.
Cold.
That's what it is.
Yeah. So like the weather was just depressing me first when I got here, and then the culture shock. I just couldn't cope with the language. I feel they were just speaking too fast. I didn't understand. And it was so annoying. Like when you want to like ask for something and you're just stuck there, you don't know what to say.
And they're like, papa.
Like when you ask them, do you speak English?
No, pas du tout.
So like what Kelly was saying earlier on, if you want to come here, just make sure that you study your French, make sure you are right. If you want to like ask for help anywhere, you can be able to like speak and ask for help anywhere. Yeah, so that was just it. But with the people here, I haven't really personally experienced racism. But when it comes to like with the language, when you try to speak with people, they'll be like, "You're in France, you should speak French."
And it's like,
I was like,
it's so easy, right? Because you guys have the easiest language in the world, right? French is really hard if you've never studied it. I'm not saying it's okay, it's hard. It's hard. It's complicated. So the fact that they want you to speak it and it's like it's so hard, you should be fluent in it. That's a bit much, in my opinion. You know. But we understand we are in France and we're trying to assimilate. But to expect a person to be fluent. Come on.
Yeah, and even
they
if
don't
you
even speak. I mean, they don't speak English.
They don't speak English, yeah. And even if you sometimes when you try to speak French, they can hear that you have an accent.
Yeah.
Yo, they treat you the other way around because they can hear that you have a bit of accent.
Oh, they do. What do they do? Do they like it or not?
No, they kind of like they can see that you are not from here, so they kind of like give you an attitude or something. I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I get the opposite. They like my accent. It was like, oh, you have such a cute little accent. Where are you from? You know. And I think it helps that we have an accent because it makes us more like, okay, I can mess up with the French a bit because they understand that I'm not French.
Yeah.
So I can mess up a little bit when they hear my accent.
No, but sometimes they tell you are in France, you should speak French. Good French.
But I just want to bring back on the point of, I don't think I've ever spoken about race in France or in general. And as a black person, so we're both black people in France, and we can both attest that any form of like discrimination, it's only in language. French people are the most non-racial, in my opinion. I've never had a bad racial experience while I've been in France, and I really appreciate that about the French. That you know, the only thing they're going to tell you off about is that you don't learn their language. But in terms of like racial discrimination of any sort like that, I have not experienced
I
that.
haven't really experienced it except with the language.
Yeah. So I can you know give them a tick for that, because that's something. I mean, coming from countries, coming from South Africa, I don't know how bad it is, but in South Africa. So
I know South Africa.
yeah, exactly. So when I came here, I was so like surprised. I was like, what? A land of white people and nobody's actually like, you know? But yeah, so that's a good thing about France.
Maybe it's a different situation for each and every person, so it's different. Maybe they really experience racism here, but
not from us.
yeah, not from our side.
So guys, I do hope you've enjoyed this little Q&A with us. If you have any more questions, you can just leave them down in the box, and I will try and answer them for both of us. And as I said, go check out her channel. I'll leave it down below. Here it's at Tik Tok. Right? And you guys
Make sure you
subscribe.
Thank you.
Tell them.
Give this video a very big thumbs up. We will see you maybe in the next collab.
Oh, exactly. See you guys next time. Hope you've enjoyed. Bye.